The car is consuming extra fuel when you are waiting outside a store or when you are warming up the engine. One way to spend more money on fuel than necessary is to leave the engine running. However, how much gas does idling consume, and is it wise to stop? In this video, we go over how much gas is used when a car's engine is idle. We also go over the factors that influence consumption, like engine type and sophisticated start-stop technology. How much gas does idling use? Although every car is different, some models are estimated to use up to 0.5 gallons of gas per hour while at idle. You could easily use even more fuel if you drive a large truck. This might not seem like much fuel at first, but it adds up quickly, particularly if gas prices are high in the first place. You won't get anywhere during this time, even if the engine only uses a small amount of fuel. You are not getting any value for your money because you are getting 0 miles per gallon while the engine is idle. You can see how stupid the practice can be when you look at this objectively. Is there anything else in your life that you are prepared to pay for with no return? Engine sizes. Generally speaking, a car's idling fuel consumption decreases with engine size. Nevertheless, if no extra load is placed on the engine, your fuel-efficient small car might only use 0.15 gallons of gasoline per hour when it is idling. Your car's consumption may increase significantly if it has a larger engine, like a V6 or V8. Furthermore, a heavy-duty diesel truck may use significantly more fuel when it is at rest. When a driver stops for the night and leaves the engine running, you can see how quickly that adds up, given that a tractor-trailer could use 0.8 gallons of diesel per hour. 8 gallons of diesel fuel could be used by the truck without any noticeable mileage if they are stopped for 10 hours during their break. Regardless of how you look at it, the car is using fuel that isn't being used to make money. Does the final amount of fuel used matter in light of this? Is idling bad for the engine? Frequently, starting and stopping the motor wore down the engine in older cars. In the past, warming up a car engine was also crucial. Neither of these matters today. In actuality, letting the car idle rather than turning it on and off could harm the engine more. Carbon residue accumulates while the car engine is idling. Temperatures cannot be maintained, and this carbon does not burn off as it should if the motor is not operating at its typical speed. In addition to causing internal engine damage, the residue increases wear on maintenance components like spark plugs. The engine may not last as long as it should, and you will have to provide more frequent tune-ups in addition to spending more money on fuel. You will be liable for more than just the tune-up fee. Rather, other parts may also malfunction when spark plugs do. Although changing an oxygen sensor might not seem like a big deal, replacing the catalytic converter will be very expensive. Automakers have started equipping automobile engines with start-stop technology in recent years. When the car is idle, like when you are sitting at a stoplight, this feature causes the engine to automatically switch to a more efficient mode. The technology is activated automatically. You don't need to do anything. Vehicles with start-stop technology were significantly more efficient than those without, according to recent studies. The vehicles with start-stop technology consumed significantly less fuel, even when two vehicles were driven along the same path in the same volume of traffic. Therefore, if you want a more efficient ride, it makes sense to think about selecting a car with this feature. How can you determine whether your vehicle is equipped with this technology? It is now standard on the newest models from the majority of major automakers. Even if you choose a less expensive vehicle, it is likely to have start-stop technology. Consult your owner's manual or the service department at your neighborhood dealership for more information. Hope the information is helpful. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.